Are you struggling with Firebase Analytics and getting errors when trying to log events? You're not alone. Today, we're diving into a common issue that many developers face when using the put-string array list method. I totally get it. It can be incredibly frustrating when you think you're doing everything right, but the console throws an error at you. This is a common hurdle for developers working with Firebase Analytics. Let's look at the specific question at hand. One user asked, "Why am I getting an error when using put-string array list in Firebase Analytics?" They shared their code and mentioned that they received an error value in the console. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So what's going wrong here? The error message indicates that the event parameter value is too long. Firebase has specific limits on the size of the data you can send, and exceeding those limits can lead to errors. Stay with me. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to send multiple values for a specific key without running into errors. To address the user's issue with Firebase Analytics, the first step is to ensure that the values being sent in the bundle do not exceed the maximum length allowed by Firebase. Each parameter value must be less than 100 characters. Next, the user should consider using a different approach to send multiple values for a specific key. Instead of using an array list, the user can concatenate the values into a single string, separating them with a delimiter. After concatenating the values, the user can then put this single string into the bundle. This way, the user can still send multiple values under one key without exceeding the character limit. Finally, the user tests the implementation by logging the event again in Firebase Analytics. This will help confirm that the error has been resolved and the data is being sent correctly. Fun fact, did you know that Firebase Analytics can handle up to 500 different event parameters? Just make sure each one stays within the size limits. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach shared by another user highlights the limitations of parameter names and values in Firebase Analytics. They explain that parameter names can be up to 40 characters long and must start with a letter, while values can be up to 100 characters long. They also suggest using audience filtering to manage multiple values by logging an event with a specific parameter name. Here's a pro tip. Always check the Firebase documentation for the latest limits and best practices. This can save you a lot of headaches down the road. And there you have it. You should now be able to log multiple values in Firebase Analytics without any errors. If you found this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button for more tips and tricks.